Where do you live, Rania?
I live in Damietta Governorate.
What can farmers grow there?
They can grow tomatoes, potatoes, wheat and many things.
Do they raise animals?
Yes, a lot of animals like sheep, cows, and goats.
I like Domiati cheese. It's very famous.
I am a selfish giant. Wait for me, I'm coming.
The Selfish Giant. In a village, in the countryside, there lives a giant who has a wonderful garden. In his garden there are tall trees, beautiful flowers and soft, green grass. There are colorful birds singing in the trees and bees on the plants. Every afternoon, on their way home from school, the local children come to play in the giant's garden. The lovely garden always makes the children happy. But the selfish giant doesn't want to share his garden, so one day he builds a big wall around it. Now the children never come there to play. The days pass and the garden is always empty and silent. Slowly, the green grass turns brown. The leaves fall from the trees. Then snow covers the garden and all the birds and bees fly away. Spring arrives in the village, but in the giant's garden it is still winter. Everything is under the snow. The giant doesn't understand, usually his garden is beautiful in spring. What is wrong? Then one morning he wakes up and hears a lovely sound. A little blue bird is singing in a tree outside. Then the giant hears another sweet sound, children laughing. He looks out of the window and sees that the children have come back through a hole in the garden wall. Now they are sitting in the trees. The leaves on the trees are green again and flowers are opening around them. The giant feels so happy to see his garden grow again. But in one corner of the garden it is still winter. The giant sees a tiny boy standing there. He is too small to climb up into the tree. Suddenly the giant understands everything. Now I know why the spring didn't come, he says, because I was selfish about my garden. He goes and helps the little boy climb up into the tree. Suddenly, all the leaves on the tree open and the birds fly up into its branches and start to sing. When you are not selfish, he says, good things happen.
What do you think makes a good neighbor? I think good neighbor with smiley face and asks me about my health. Not stop his car in front of my door. The neighbors must respect the morals rules and treat with his neighbors by the kind and friendliness. In my opinion good neighbors were respects and helpful. When I need them I will found them behind me. Most of us live next door to someone but makes them a good neighbor? Is it someone who is a good friend or someone who leaves you alone? Neighbors can be useful but sometimes they can be noisy or antisocial. When my neighbors are kindly, respect my privacy and don't curious about my own business, then I can call them a good neighbors.